The heart cath lab here at Kettering Medical Center.
Brian Schwartz is a surgeon whose life work is operating on hearts.
A catheter actually looks like this. This is one.
Here in the cath lab, they're seeing up to 30 patients every single day. Schwartz estimates he's taken care of over 20,000 patients throughout his career.
There's risks for coming to a cath lab. The x-ray dye that we use, if we give you too much or if your kidneys are impaired, it could cause kidney failure and you could wind up on dialysis. Or we could have bleeding into your pelvis that could even cause you to die if we don't catch that soon enough. So for us as physicians, I can balance 3, 4, 5 variables, but to balance 24 variables.
It's tough to say the least, and the loss of a patient to unforeseen circumstances is rare but devastating. So Kettering's cath lab enlisted some help. And it's not a who, rather a what.
Yeah, so AI is getting a lot of press and we're all wondering when it's going to take over my job.
AI software takes a patient's individual data and calculates all risks in real time.
So this is Cassandra Tester. She's a test patient, not a real patient. And if it's red, this means that she's at particularly high risk for kidney damage. So we have to be really, really careful how much x-ray dye we use.
So this really takes personal care to a whole new level.
What we're really good at doing is telling you all the possible risks that could ever happen to you. What this helps us do is refine those to specifically your case. And that's what we're not so good at.
I think it is just the tip of the iceberg, and I think it will get much more advanced as we move on. And I expect to see this in pretty much every line of medical.
Hearing a lot of, oh, this is going to replace all the jobs or most of the jobs and we should all be fearful. That's not the reality of it. We are exactly where we were in the 90s when the internet became a household item. The things that the internet replaced are long gone, but yet jobs still remain. Some segments will be harmed, but the majority of society will be better off.
And AI can get it wrong. Schwartz says the software at Kettering is technology built by humans, so it's predicting a risk. It's not absolute. An outplacement firm in Chicago reported that artificial intelligence contributed to nearly 4,000 job losses last month. And we are seeing jobs being cut back by AI bots who can provide customer service over chats on websites, or even create code or make technology fixes. In the next decade, the jobs affected most by AI will be administrative or clerical, some predicting 26 million jobs will be eliminated. Still, jobs like that of a heart surgeon can't be replaced just yet, but they can be upgraded.
Why do you still need your training, your common sense, your wits about you?
You know, like being a pilot, I fly airplanes as a hobby, but being a pilot, you want all the tools you can get, but you still have to land the plane. I'm still good enough to pick up people that are at big risk for kidney failure or big risk for bleeding, but there's 30 or 40 patients every year that may have subtleties that we have missed, and this is going to help us pick those patients up and identify who's at risk. I'm not going to be out of a job anytime soon.
There have been examples where AI has backfired. CNET tried to use AI to try to replace reporters to write articles, and they later had to be corrected for plagiarism. I'm Cassie Arsenault, Local 12 News. Back to you. Local 12 has more consumer stories just like this. Don't forget to click the links and press subscribe.